Oh, good afternoon. It's Bob with you again for another quick chat on what's going on in this week. Got my windows are opening. Bloody typical. So how are you on this wonderful day? It is not raining here. It has been raining. Oh, does my hair look like it's sticking out? I've just got in from the dog. No, not from the dog, walking the dog. There we go, we'll get it right. Yes, I've been out walking Luna and thoroughly enjoying myself. Went out for an hour and it's one of those things. I got halfway around my walk and phone went, oh, there's somebody here to do the doors. It's like, well, aren't you supposed to email me first? You know, it's one of those things, you email someone to let them know you're coming and then come and then, yeah. So they just turned up. We've been begging them for months and months to come and service our electric dogs and they won't do it. So how are you on this wonderful day? It is, as I say, not raining here, which is absolutely wonderful. It is going to rain tonight. We just seem to be between the storms. It's storm something coming through now. And then yesterday it was another storm, and they're going to run out of names soon. It's like, what? Anyway, hope you're well and keeping dry and safe wherever you are in the world. Thank you to all my subscribers and people who contribute. Now then, have a little bit of a rant this morning. That's today, sorry. It is 4:30 in the afternoon while I record this. Just a second while I slurp on this. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. This is really nice. Can you see it in there? Yeah, you can just see it in there. It is. So you're not drinking anything? Well, I am actually. I've got tea. Mill's tea. Devon, it's not it's not picked in Devon. A bit wet for that, but it's blended in Devon. No, I'll leave it over here. So there I was. I went up to the supermarket and I'm just appalled of the attitude of some of the shoppers. It's like they're hunting. Hunting instinct has come in. And so we've got incompetent buffoons who seem to just push in front of you. And if you say anything, they get all upset. How dare you talk to me? So it's like they should open the stores just for them so they can wander around aimlessly. So this week I went up there to buy a pizza or something. Recommendation of stone ground pizzas, absolutely from Waitrose. So there I was, and this guy was in front of me. So I just seen a streak of something coming down there. So there I was, and he had his trolley, one of these little trolleys, and I always carry my basket. You know, it's just one of those things. And he just suddenly moved straight in front of me as we was walking along. And instead of just going, oh, I can see you, oh, I'll take a wide berth. No, he just cut straight in front of me, causing me to put the old brakes on suddenly. It's like, So it's like, twat. Under my breath, of course. You know, he's looking the left and right, looking for various bits and pieces. Cat. So looking left and right, and then these aisles are 3 trolleys wide. You know where I'm going now, don't you? So there's a lady on the left-hand side buying pizzas or disposable tampons or something. Edible tampons, that's right. And then there's a lady on the right-hand side buying chickens. And they're opposite each other. And there's a dead straight path through the middle with his trolley. No, he stops right between these 2 women and gets his list out. And it's like, there's all these people behind me and they're just like, oh, we can't get past. And it's like, excuse me. And he just grumbles and shrugs his shoulders and carries on looking at his, it's, I'm important. Don't you know who I am sort of thing. No, and I don't care either. Move your bloody trolley, you arrogant bastard. And that was it, you know. And then, of course, you get in front of him. And then you've got, so where you're also shopping, so you get to the end of the aisle and you have to nose out gingerly to, because other people just walk straight past you And, you know, if you don't watch it, they'll just take your knees off with the trolleys. Well, get out of the way, I'm important. I have to rush home and watch something I recorded last night. That's I kid you not, that's what it's like. All bloody time up at Waitrose. Hang on. I'm not saying they shouldn't go up there. I think that's great that they go up there to Waitrose and spend all their money so we have a nice store. But, you know, it's just a pain. And then the ones without blinkers, or they don't look, so if you're going past them and all of a sudden they'll just pull straight in front of you. Oh look, there's a tin of sardines, which I'm never going to buy, but because somebody wants to overtake, I'll go and get it, or examine the package. So all of a sudden they just pull over, they pick it up and they're like, oh no, and put it back on the shelf. Now this time there's a whole queue of people waiting to get past. No, sorry, this is, hang on a second, I've got to show you something. Bought some new shoes, right? This is the box that they came in, okay? Skechers, nice and comfy, and they really are nice shoes. It's worth, I don't know, 60 quid or something. Box, cat. There you go. I'll put the box, and she's straight into it. So this cat spent all last night in the box, like this, growling at us. So me and the dog were sitting on the sofa, and the dog's got her head on my lap, which is nice, and she's sitting there doing this, come on, scratch. And the cat's in the box with her paws on the top looking out going, meow. It's like a little castle. It is, she's like a little castle in this box, isn't it? Yes, I'm in her favourite chair, that's the problem. So where I'm sitting now, this green chair, it is pulled sensitive. I don't know if you can see. No, you can't. But the arms have been scratched and, oh, absolutely terrible. She goes up to the sofa and, no, doesn't want a scratching post. She's tried that. Have you had scratching posts? We've had legs, dogs, you name it. She's scratching it. So yesterday she was sitting on my lap. And she came up and curled up and sat on my lap, which I thought, oh, that's all right. She's next to the dog. Dog didn't mind. So they're about, I don't know, a foot away from each other. Quite often the cat will walk up to the dog and like they'll go nose to nose and just stop it. Stop it now. So they'll go nose to nose and look at each other, and then the dog will just move her head out. You know, she knows that she's not allowed to do things. Lurcher kills cats. That's why. So there I am, sitting next to the dog. The cat comes up and sits on my lap, which was nice. You know, it's all three of us just bonding, as one does with cats. And she's going, you know, like cats do. Then all of a sudden, for no apparent reason, bit my thumb so bloody hard. So I and they dropped the cat. The dog's going at the cat. I was like, oh my word. And the cat's just sitting there, runs to her box, and then she's sitting there again going, I'm going to get you, butler, sort of thing. Anyway, so yes, she's now eating the box, which is rather nice. So I've just got in from a walk with the dog. We go out every day. We try to go out at least 4 times a day. So I'll walk to work, dog comes with me, and then about 4 hours later we walk back. I have a cup of tea and a bowl of cornflakes because I like cornflakes. And then we go out for a walk about 3, we get back, we do some work in the studio or whatever, and then we go out again at 8 tonight, and we've got to lock the centre up after Slimming World, who keep blocking my bloody toilets, thank you very much. And yes, we've had problems with our toilets being blocked. I don't know, let's say it costs 80 quid, all right, for a session. It doesn't cost that much, but I'm just using that as a... And then somebody drops an incontinence pad down the toilet, accidentally, on purpose, I don't know. They flush it. It blocks the drains. So then we've got to spend 180 quid to get the drain people up to flush it through. There's no economic sense. And you can't say anything. You can't say, oi, you bastards. No. Never mind. Scotland have got a new hate crime law. Useless Lucis has brought this law in where it makes an offence now to even think something. The Germans the Jews used to have this Die Gedanken sind frei in Germany. So we've now got the police in Scotland are now the Stasi, the East German Stasi. So they can come into your home and arrest you because you've thought naughty thoughts. I know I've mentioned this in other videos, but it is now gone live. All right, so the law is over 2,000 complaints about Useless Yusuf already because he was anti-white. So that's a hate crime. So they've reported. So all these people and the police have committed to look at every single hate crime. I mean, so now if they don't find you guilty, they can record it as a non-crime hate crime, and it's on your record. So if I'm sitting here and suddenly go and have a naughty thought about somebody, oh no, I could be arrested, 7 years in jail. They can demand entry. Did you think this? How are you going to know? Anyway, so this law is now in. J.K. Rowling, God bless her, standing up for rights, and yeah, I side with her. You know, there's a lot of injustice in the world. It's when we have the folk festival here, we have to take the men and women signs off the doors because people get offended. Because if you put male toilet sign on a male toilet, then people who identify as males, even though they're not biological, and they want to use it, they get offended because it's patriarchal signs. So we have to take the signs off. Just go and choose yourself. Just don't piss on my floor. We got a guy from Parkinson's who comes up and misses the urinal every time. And he's nice about it. He comes over and says, I'm awfully sorry, I've done it again, because he's shaking so much. And it's fine. You know, we know that people with Parkinson's need as much help and support as they get. But sorry, every so often I'm being stared at by the cat. And yeah, they have problems. And if the toilet stall is being used and he has to go and he has to stand there and he's shaking so much and it goes all over the place, that's fine. I can go in there with a rag and I can mop it up. But it's the people who don't tell you. Going back to blocking my toilets. So there I was, went in on Friday morning, toilets blocked. There was the whole roll of toilet paper down the toilet to start with. And then when I went in, there's an incontinence pad. Oh, I've got to get the drain people out again. It just makes you angry. Oh, they could tell you, I've absolutely dropped one. Yeah, I know, it's embarrassing, but I can go down there and pull it out with a pair of tongs or something. Anyway, sorry, no more talking about toilets. I know it's people get upset. So, yeah, and I've been playing, as last week I put a bit of Moog on there. The only reason I did that was because I was trying to get the Moog and the piano and the film in sync, and I'm having lots of problems. I'm having lots of problems, even though everything's got time code, and this has got a time code on, so it will say 16:45 and something seconds and so many frames, and that's constantly repeating. So I know that's got and the music's got a time code, and they're supposed to match up, but they don't. And you put your hand on the keyboard, and then about a second later it goes ding. So I've been playing with that for them. So that was the reason I put the Moog on last week. I do love my Moog Voyager. I was thinking about buying one of those mini Moogs, the new mini Moogs that have come out, but yeah, I don't know. I'm happy with mine, what I got. Sound is phenomenal. But I've got my Hammond. That's me. I've got this big B3 Hammond in my room, and it is amazing. I just sit there and I can lose time. You know, it's just such a beautiful instrument. Yeah. Anyway, I'll try and give you a studio tour. All right? There we go. I'll try and do that for you. And see how that goes. But I'm not. I need to tidy up there. You know, it's quite a small space, and I've got lots of keyboards all over the place, some in boxes, some store. You know, I've only got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 boxes plus a load of rack stuff. You'll see an MPC box as well, so a big mixer. So when you go up there and have a look, you'll see what I mean. But I'll show you in probably in the next one if I can get everything working. Tentacle Sync, who do the little boxes, there are little tiny boxes which provide the time code for the cameras, are looking into my problem, which is nice, because I recorded something in Logic and it just crashed. It's like, ah. Okay, so 1 second while I take another slurp of my tea. Oh. My friend Cheryl out in the States, how are we doing for time? Yeah, we're doing okay. Is getting better, which is good. A couple of videos ago I was talking about my friend Cheryl out there in Tennessee, who is getting a lot better now. Well, she's still having a lot of strokes, but she is learning to write again, and it's really good news. Every time I hear about her, it's just positive. Little steps, you know, and it's just that her brain keeps fusing and, you know, a few steps backwards, and then she got to relearn things again. And I know it's difficult, but, you know, we're on your side, Cheryl. I know a lot of people here. I've had friends who have suffered from strokes, and they've all got a lot better, I tell you. Apart from the ones that died, of course, but we won't mention those. Well, that's about it. It's only a short video today. I have been out collecting video. I'm going to put some video of the seafront on at the end, all right, with my goodbye. And maybe I did that last week. Oh, I can't remember. But I'll stick that on, and I'll see you again soon. If you have anything you want me to chat about, drop me a line, Bob at Sid Valley Radio. The thing's coming up here. Or if it's not already done, or maybe it's coming up here, I don't know. I take pictures and fix things. That's, you know, I'm good with electronics. I'm good with computer software, and I used to be a professional photographer. YouTube, no, it's sort of, I want things to appear up here or there and down here, and you go, oh. And you won't hear me say like and subscribe, apart from when I tell you I'm not telling you, because I think it's pointless. Everyone knows. So there you go. Have a fantastic day. I know you will. And it's not raining for a bit, although I do know that it is going to rain soon. And hopefully, because the clocks have gone forward now, so it's, the whole body's trying to resync to an extra hour. It's not so bad going forward, it's going back, which I struggle with. But there you go, getting up in the morning an hour early, yeah, that's all right, just go to bed an hour early. But you've got to keep telling yourself what time it is. That's my way of getting through it. So, you know, it's 7:10. It's like, well, it's 6:10. No, it's 7:10. And you've got to keep telling yourself what time it is. And then all of a sudden your body goes, and you're in. And there you go. Hello, Captain Chunder's back. Yesterday I gave her some dinner, and I went into the kitchen and came back, and it was all over the floor. And she's moaning, isn't that right? She's in her box again now. Go on, sit down. Yes, I know. We can hear this. But yesterday I gave her some food. But because I didn't wash her bowl out, she just walked away from it. So she leaves it and then won't eat any more until I've removed the old stuff and put the new stuff. So she'll leave a whole packet of food. No, I'm not eating that. Unlike the dog. The dog goes up there, can I eat this up? The number of times we've come back and the dog, all the cat food's gone, and the dog's sitting there with a big smile. Guess what I've eaten? Yeah. Oh, cat's burying herself into the box. I'm gonna put the lid over and frighten her. Here we go. Oh, no. Put the cat in the box and then send it to someone. Warning, live crunchy frog. Anyway, have a great week, and I'll see you next week. Bye-bye. Ish.